Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Check. Two. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 80 weapons.
On second down, Cook. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go, dude. Good route here. Check 82, watch it. Hey, Orvin. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. X3, 218, chopper.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Finding room at the 30. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 82 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Hey, Delta.
From the 41, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Me and you. Through. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert 3. Gun. Alert 3. Lucky 50. Right done.
On 3rd down, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Try the right side with Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Plays like that, when you see the athleticism of a guy over 300 pounds, you forget that they can do that. They're so athletic.
Yeah, and I love how it all came together. He won the leverage battle at the line of scrimmage. Then he won the battle with his hands to shed the blocker. And how about the agility to get into the backfield and run him down?
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. Cousins on the keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tenant. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 38. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Last 50. Front team spell. Hey, we're good. 57. Hey, exit. Slant. Watch the slant.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
61, matchbox, light.
On second down, it's Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Hey, 382, last 50. Gun. 6-6, pull it high. Switch up. Hot.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 20
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
48. Bridgestone, travel. Gun. Listen to me.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, Alpha. Watch QB's up. Mike's 57. 57's left. Black. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, Steamer. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Yellow. One touch.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
25. Check 25. Check. Hey, other side. Solid. Hot.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Howard has the 1st down and then some. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard in the final seconds of the 1st half. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead.
It's caught inside the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for our Vikings. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, Ringo, 48. Hey, no, easy. Shift, wide.
First down, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, watch.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go again. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. All right, G, let's go. All right, G. Bring up 48.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check, 47. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south. 47, Mike. Good route here. Mike, 47. Man, I got Clark. Check.
On first and 10, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Throwing is Wentz. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Check 53. Let's go.
Gun.
Motion.
Lucky 50.
Let's go. Hey, we got
300.
number 53. Mike 50.
Hey, Echo.
It's a party now.
Play action now. Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Nifty move. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
53 is the mic. I got you. Mike, 53. 53.
Line out.
Let's go.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Topper.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We got double up.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
22 jet bomber.
57's Mike.
Yellow.
Pick it up. 57.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 57.
Hey, Haywood!
57's the mic. Watch 57. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 57. Mike.
Play fake. Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go with Howard again. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Listen to me.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Eagles 28, Vikings 23. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Eagles take over.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He finds an opening past the 40. Now he's into the clear. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
He's got a man complete past the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Let's get it together. Hey, Zoo. Mike, 53.
One last shot now for Cousins. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the down the road.